This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast. Oh, Betsy.
Marcy.
It's Christmas time.
'Tis the season, governor.
Yes, governor. How you?
Yes. What?
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
You know me, I'm getting over COVID.
You are. You're getting over COVID.
It got me, but it didn't get me that good because I had all my shots. So
Nice.
it still got you though. I mean, got me. You know, it'll
still gets you,
but not
it
as
got
bad.
me in the summer, but not bad at all.
Not bad, not bad. So thank goodness for vaccinations to help
Seriously,
survive.
dude.
Yeah. I mean,
big time.
definitely felt that fatigue yesterday. Whoo, and the brain frog.
Frog. The brain frog.
It hurts. It's hopping around my head.
It won't stop hopping.
Hippity hoppity. But maybe good timing. That way I can still. I'll be good to fly home for Christmas. So
Right.
good timing.
And now you're extra boosted.
I mean, here's the thing though. I did go to urgent care and just because, and I shouldn't have gone. I wasn't that sick. I just wasn't sure I wouldn't get sick, so I made an appointment. And I have asthma and stuff. But I went and they were like, people coming in with COVID, like they seem sick, but people coming in with the flu and RSV, they are really sick, like on the floor. So
That's what it seems like, that there's just a nasty flu and that RSV going around.
Yeah, so still,
man.
you know, take caution, be good and hygienic, and if you're flying, it doesn't hurt to fly with a mask, guys. I mean,
I feel I've said it before. I'll say it again. I will never not fly without a mask.
it's so funny.
I love getting to my destination and not feeling like crap.
I remember like 6 or 7 years ago, I was flying with Aubrey somewhere, and she was wearing a mask, and the guy next to her asked her so many questions about why she was wearing a mask. And she was like, because you're disgusting. And this was long before
Yes,
COVID.
I feel wild that I never even thought of it, because I would be like, oh, I'm going to get on a flight to Colorado and I'm going to get a cold.
Yeah.
I'm going to get something because all of these people are just spitting out germs.
Yeah, they're just they're coughing and touching every single thing. So
Yeah.
you know, it doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt, but also just do whatever you want.
Do whatever you
I don't
want.
know.
You know, everyone.
I'm gonna wear a mask.
I was always hopeful that this would change how society was about going to work sick, but I don't think it's gonna. I think people are.
I was too, but I think we're kind of getting back into like, just come.
People are hacking and gacking, baby.
Hacking and gacking.
But go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I woke up to a text from you this morning.
An important text.
A very important text from you. That was a video of, I don't know what. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, it's a video.
I'm gonna watch it again.
It's the way it's written is very funny. It's from TMZ. My friend Mariah Smith sent it to me because if you recall, I went to Joshua Tree with Mariah and her sister Lauren Ashley.
Yes, you did.
And some other friends. And Lauren and I saw this very weird thing on the road. And this was so similar. So it's a TMZ thing, and the title is Dog Walking Horror. Demon-like figure crosses path. Chilling sight caught on camera. Which is that couldn't be any more of word salad. But so a dog walking couple says they bumped into something pretty terrifying. A creepy looking figure crossed right in front of them in the dark. And although they caught it on camera, they have no clue what the thing is. Hannah and Dave Rowett were strolling with their pups through Clumber Park in Nottinghamshire, too many words, England this month. When they nearly bumped into the shadowy creature, you can see it seemingly appear out of thin air and cross their path before disappearing. The couple posted the spooky clip on Facebook, where it's gotten some serious buzz. People are torn as to whether or not this thing is legit or just a well-edited video. Dave even referred to himself as a skeptic of ghosts, but says this encounter made him a believer.
Ew.
FYI, Clumber Park is supposedly haunted by a spirit called the Grey Lady, known as a woman in a long coat, often described as a demon, crawling on her long limbs.
Well, then that's what that was.
Which lines up pretty well with the hunched over thing seen in the clip. Word of advice for the Rowetts. There's got to be another park to walk your dogs. Just saying.
That's great, because it looks like a thing, like a spectral thing crawling.
Yeah. I said when I saw it, I was like, one, it looks like, well, first I was like, does that look like a kangaroo? The ghost kangaroo? Or does it look like a big cat or something, like a mountain lion or something like that? So it's hard to say.
It's really hard to say, because it also, like, at one point it looks like it has a knee and it's dragging a leg.
Oh yeah. I
don't know. It's really creepy, and it does come out of nowhere, almost, like, oh God, I got chills.
But the strange thing is it's made of shadow, like of smoke,
yes.
right? It looks like it's made of like shadowy smoke, right?
Yes.
And that's what, to me, the thing that I saw,
yes,
that's what reminded me of. So,
and it is down on all fours.
Yeah.
It looks like it's crawling. It looks like it's whatever it is crawling, or I guess an animal walking.
I guess I could see how you would think that is a someone dragging a leg. I did think it was a marsupial tail, but I could see all the things.
A tail. Okay.
You see what I say?
I see what you're saying.
But
I didn't. Okay.
But that's the great thing about this stuff, is that you're like, who even knows what any of it is? There's no way. It's gross.
And it does feel like it's almost like, I gotta run, because this dog walking couple,
you're like
is coming, and I was just taking a ghost shit.
You're like,
I gotta run.
A ghost shit. Oh no, I was taking a ghost shit. Now I gotta get out of here.
Have you ever taken a ghost shit? When you think you really have to go, and then you go and nothing comes out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Me too, man.
Those are some of the worst. Those spectral dumps are
those spectral dumps, dude.
Terrible.
Spooky, man. Too spooky. Wow, that is fun and spooky looking.
Very spooky looking. A fun way to start off the top of the podcast.
Yes.
And again,
I love it.
Maybe I'll for sure link it, but maybe I'll post the picture or video. Who knows what I'm up to? We'll see what brain fog lets me do.
It looks kind of like, when like break dancers like crawl on the floor.
Oh, that's a breakdancing ghost, and, like, for sure.
One leg. It's a breakdancing ghost, and Chumberley Park is known for its breakdancing ghost.
Clumber Park, Nottinghamshire, England.
In Nottinghamshire.
Oh boy! Well, what a fun start, though, right?
That is fun. It's always fun to wake up to your TikToks.
Little TikTok, little text, little spooky.
I really appreciate it.
Well, that makes me happy, because I there's only so many people in my life that I can share this with, and it's very special that it's you. Mm-hmm.
That means a lot. Okay. I really appreciate that. It really means a lot to me.
That's our special little bond forever and ever.
Forever.
Now, we were going to do something this episode, and we'll see. This is a gamble we're going to take.
We're gambling, everybody. 'Tis the season to really gamble.
You gotta
and try new things.
throwing caution to the wind because
Yeah.
we have a long listener story. I mean, it is over 14 minutes long. And so we thought, what better time than right now to listen to it? But here's the thing. Could be good. Could be bad.
Could be awesome.
Could be awesome.
I feel we've had long ones that are incredible.
That's true. That's true. I hope this one isn't just a butt dial. What if someone sent us a butt dial?
Well, we're listening to the whole thing no matter what.
Whole thing.
Can I get a number 3? Super size.
Super size me.
You know what? This is very okay because it's Christmas time. This is very old timey Christmas when it was all about sharing ghost stories and stuff, particularly in England. Like that was a big tradition.
That's true. Yeah.
So we're just bringing that fun old timey tradition back.
Absolutely.
To you, the listeners.
We're going to our colonial roots.
Yep.
I assume that you have some British roots to you, huh? I do.
Irish.
Okay.
Irish.
Irish.
I wish I had some British.
I got some Brits and Irish.
Lots of Irish.
Okay. Yeah, we got
my mom's side, like all Irish.
I got my mom's.
And then I don't know my dad's side.
Yeah, I think a lot
Italian, but he's
a lot of British on my mommy's side.
I put on my phone. I said, "Do not disturb," but a phone call still came through.
It disturbed you? Have they tried 3 times? Maybe is it an emergency?
No, it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be an emergency.
It shouldn't be.
I said no emergencies.
Yeah, come on. That's so weird.
That's spooky.
Too scary phone. I thought you said do not disturb, and then I get it.
Well,
okay.
All right.
So everybody, gather round your fires. Get a nice cup of wassail. and eat your pies, your kidney and steak pies. And don't forget your pudding. Everybody loves a nice figgy pudding. What other details can I remember from
a
Christmas
and a
Carol?
pear tree?
Yeah.
All
okay, I'm ready when you are.
You got it.
Oh my God, here we go.
Hey Marcy and Betsy, and guest if there is one. This is Juan. I live in Eugene, Oregon. I go to the U of O. So my story, I can best describe it as me performing an exorcism on my roommate. So a little background info about me is that I grew up Roman Catholic, and that piqued an interest in the occult when I was very young, and that led to me being a Wiccan practitioner today. Everyone that knows that I'm Wiccan, I just tell them to call me a Brujo because that's Spanish for a male witch. And me being Mexican, that's what I feel like is the right word. And so my roommate's girlfriend broke up with him, and that caused him to become very depressed. He became suicidal, harmed himself once. He then promised to never do it again, and so I was his outlet that he would talk to about how he felt, and I was just his shoulder to cry on. And one day he was telling me how he was feeling, and when he was talking, I could just see this black, misty entity behind him. And that just, seeing that gave me like this, I don't know I guess, gut-wrenching feeling or something. I don't know what to call it. My gut just like sank in, and I felt this in the past when I've seen more negative stuff, and when I saw that, I was like, okay, his emotions and the like way he feels like suicidal is creating or attracting this entity, and like I needed to get rid of it. And so I told him after he finished what he was saying, I was like, can I remove this from you? And I explained to him. He knows that I'm a practitioner. So he's like, yeah, let's do it. And when I got basically ready, it was the same day. I prepared myself for like what was ever about to come. So I called upon my my higher beings, or I already forget the term for it. I called on my higher powers, and I was like, please help me for what am I about to do? Please aid me, be there with me, blah, blah, blah. I prepared this paste that I was going to use to draw on symbols on him, and it's made of like a whole concoction of herbs. And so I had him lay down in the living room on my yoga mat. Sorry, my throat is dry. I'm a little high. So laid him down on the yoga mat. I was not high while doing this, the exorcism. So laid him down on the yoga mat. I was like, remove your shirt. I'm gonna draw some symbols on you. Drew the earth, air, fire, water symbols, and then I drew a circle in the middle with some like arched lines connecting like the center of the circle to the outer portion of the circle, I guess. And so that was like the little doorway into his spirit, and put a little like thumbprint on his third eye area. And then I was like, okay, let's begin. I lit some candles, drew a circle of salt around them, and I just started. And so what I basically did was like almost like Reiki at first. I just like hovered my hands over him, and just to feel his energy out and to find the entity that was like attached to him. And I found it, and through the circle that I drew on him, it was in the middle of his chest area, and it was like me fishing. I like caught it, the entity took the bait, and I just started pulling. I began to see myself in my mind's eye pull out this black, almost like covered in oil, like kind of like an eel. And it was super duper long, and I was just pulling it out. And as I was pulling, I felt myself almost begin to sweat. And I was like, dang, this is taking almost as much energy as it is to like run. And I am almost beginning to sweat because like I have a very kind of like high sweat tolerance. I don't sweat that much, and it takes a lot for me to sweat. And so I was like, dang, it takes a lot for me to sweat. And this just doing this is making me sweat. So this is obviously strenuous on me. And I finally pulled it out, like energetically through it. And I was like, get out. And obviously, because I like made a hole in, not obviously, but I essentially created a hole in his spiritual body. So I needed to heal it. And so I began to like push energy into it to help close the hole that I created. And I called upon my ancestors to help me. And I was still doing like Reiki style, like putting my hands over him, and I could feel my muscles like that are active for me to hold it, my hands up over him. And once I called on my ancestors, my arms just began to become weightless, as if they were taking over. And for like a whole good 30 seconds. And when my hands went weightless, I started to see it in my mind's eye, just pure green, which represents like the color of healing. It's the color of healing. And so yeah. And I was like, they're helping to heal him. And so 30 seconds passed. All the weight in my arms just came back. And I was like, okay, they're done. So now it's still my turn to continue. After they got done with him, I guess, I was like feeling around. I was like, oh, like it's no longer there. Thank you. The hole was no longer there. And I told him that I was done. He can like wash off the symbols now. And I was like, what did you feel, or if you felt anything? And he was like, I don't know. There was a point where I saw myself, but it was like if I was underwater and I was looking, like if you were looking at something in a pool and you're on top, like above the water, how it's all wavy, like he saw himself like that. And he saw himself slowly get like pulled away from him, away from his like wavy image. And I was thinking, I was like, maybe the like image being pulled away was like me pulling that entity out. So it was trying to be him. And so when he told me that, I was like, okay, so that means good, that I did something good. And I like mentally told my candles to like warn me if the entity comes back. And the candles the whole time were like, the flames were just still. They like moved slightly, but they just stood still the whole entire time. And like 30 seconds after I told them to warn me if it came back, they started to go crazy. Two of them were going in a circular motion. One of them was just like, the flame was growing higher, like growing smaller, bigger, smaller, bigger, or growing bigger and smaller. And another one was just it was just, I guess, just dancing crazily. And I was like, fuck, like it's here again. So I started saging the whole place, blocking everything out, like every entrance with salt. And then I went into my roommate's room and I began to cleanse it and seal it off. And then I went to his closet to get everything out of his closet just before I sealed his room off entirely. And he has these sliding door closets where the doors are big mirrors. And I opened it, and on the ground, like in the bottom of his, in the bottom of his closet, there it was, just waiting. And I got that, like, gut feeling, went into warrior mode again, and was like, get out. And I pushed it out with my energy, and it was easier than pulling it out because it was already out, I guess. It was easier. Whatever. Okay, so yes, pushed it out, sealed off his room, and salted his window so it couldn't come in from there. And then I could just feel it outside, like looking for a way back in, and I sealed off everything so it couldn't come back in. And I told him, my roommate, that I saw it in his closet, but it's out now, and just not to go to our porch anytime soon. And so after the, I guess, quote unquote, exorcism, he began to feel better. He was no longer having suicidal thoughts. And I was like, because obviously I took psychology, so I know people they have their own thoughts, but I think the entity was amplifying them, and not having that amplifier, like, the person is able to question, like, why am I really having these thoughts? And so yeah, he is now in therapy. He's doing very much better, and I am still witching on. Alright, thank you for listening to my story. Hopefully it wasn't too long. Alright, bye.
Juan.
Keep on witching on.
Witch
Juan.
on. You know what?
Whoa.
Thank God we did play it, because that was fucking creepy.
Really? That idea of it, of course, hiding in the closet. Good God, get out of here.
Yuck.
But like looking for ways to get back in
Yeah.
is so fucking scary.
Yeah, the parasitic nature of it, like it's just like waiting to get into like the weakest host it can find.
Yes, and that like the roommate was going through shit.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, this is the one. Oh my goodness.
I mean, anytime I've ever heard someone like who is experienced in demons or possessions, they seem to, like, the thought process is they seek out people with mental health issues, or, you know, people with addiction issues, or, you know, that kind of stuff, like that's what they're drawn to, because there's an opening basically to get in.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's
I wonder if that roommate is now like, anytime they're looking for a roommate, like, can you do exorcisms?
I need to make sure whoever
Just in
moves
case.
in.
And can you keep bad entities out?
Yeah, because
Please?
sometimes they're gonna hang out right outside the window, and you gotta
Yeah.
make sure they don't
And you
come
gotta
in.
make sure they're not coming in.
Also, I love that Juan had the intuition of to tell the candles to, like, let me know if that thing's coming back.
Dude. And to have like two different candles doing completely different stuff, that's spooky, man.
Spooky, ooky.
Too
Ugh.
spooky, because you're like, there's no draft or what, like,
Yeah, they would be doing the Wow.
wow.
was-
And, oh man,
That was a good one.
that was very good.
Oh boy. I don't ever want to have some oily eel up inside of me.
Ew.
That's disgusting, by the way.
Really, really awful description.
Oily eel. Well.
Good job, Juan.
That was great. If you ever get possessed, I'll perform an exorcism on you. I promise.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm going to slam your head into stuff.
I would hope so. And film it, please.
It's going to be a pretty great TikTok. I'm
Gotta get those views, man.
going to add some Benny Hill music to it. Oh, boy.
Wow.
How lucky of your roommate, though, right? To be like, if you get possessed, you want to live with someone like Juan.
Yes. Even just the idea of like Juan being like the shoulder to cry. Like that's so nice of like being able to be like, tell me what you're feeling, man.
Yes.
Like, I feel that's a very special, I don't want to say rare because I hope it's happening more. I hope it's happening a lot more than I think, but it feels like a very special, rare thing to have, you know?
Yeah, someone who will,
especially growing up, like in college or where, I don't know if they were in college, but
that's what I think. So I think they call
like University of Oregon or something.
Yeah,
but like that's so nice to have.
Go
somebody
Ducks.
that you could be like, go Duckies,
Duckies.
Go Duckies. But it's so nice to have somebody where you're like, let me tell you how I'm feeling.
Yeah. I always say, cry to me. Cry to me.
Yeah, and then you get mad if somebody doesn't cry to you.
Betsy, you haven't ever cried around me, and I am taking note. Taking note.
Take note. Take note.
Noted. You never sob around me.
I know. I never sob around you. I'm sorry.
Oh, man. This is a segue that I did. Ooh. I sobbed this weekend because P22, the update is not good, guys. He was euthanized.
He was euthanized.
Because they realized that, I think through examining him, that he had been most likely hit by a car, and hit by a car probably because he was ill, and so he wasn't as reactive as he would normally be.
Shit.
And I think the people who hit him, like, I think they did report that they believed they hit a mountain lion, but he wasn't like in the road or anything. Like when you know, he must have run off after they hit him. And so he had injuries, and then he had, like, I think it was kidney failure, and it's just a lot of stuff. So he was euthanized, which is so sad. He was so beloved by all of Los Angeles.
We love you, P22.
P22, love him so much, and he helped change a lot of some laws. $77 million was raised in his name to help create the safe passageways, the bridge over the highways, the freeways. So my old roommate was here earlier. We were talking through the window because I have COVID. So we were out. She was talking through the closed window. But she's like, I want them to put another mountain lion. I was like, honestly, the problem is we don't need mountain lions over here.
Right.
Like him crossing 4 freeways to get here was very special, but we don't just need a bunch of mountain lions in Griffith Park.
Yeah, that's so funny. I get where you're coming from, but
honestly, it was very special, but there's literally not enough food. They will definitely start eating us.
Yeah.
But with more safe passageways, they can migrate easier, and then the population will be safer. And that would be, and the people will be safer because they'll be able to go to the forest. So, but it's very special. I'll miss him. I think I read that he will, after they're doing they'll be doing like a post-mortem kind of like, I guess essentially like an autopsy or whatever, just to see.
See what's up.
And then he'll be at the Museum of Natural History, I believe. So I kind of don't.
Yeah, they have a whole like LA section, right?
Yeah, I kind of don't like this, but I think I don't know this. I don't know what they're going to do with him. But I think they might taxidermy him. I'd rather him be buried in the park, but where his home was. But
I
also will, if he's at the Natural History Museum, I will go see him too. But
Right.
But
Wow.
I feel conflicted. I can't feel conflicted.
Yes, of course.
The whole thing. But yeah.
P22.
I know. It's terrible to be congested with COVID and then start sobbing about your favorite mountain lion in the whole wide world.
I bet that's got to feel wild.
But happy that that no humans were injured and that he was humanely put down by people who loved him. So, kind of, it could be better, could be worse sort of situation.
Right.
Yeah. I hope he haunts.
Oh.
I hope that creature that was in the video that I sent you, I hope that's P22 haunting Griffith Park. Just people see.
Ooh, how fun.
Yeah. We
That would
never
be
got
very
to hear him. He never made noise because you know what they sound like, right?
Like screaming.
Yes.
Right? Like screaming people.
Yeah.
Really intense.
Yeah. Real intense. Well, we have a little more time. Do you think we should read some listener stories?
Let's read some. I got one pulled up.
Please.
If you want me to continue.
Give it to me.
Okay. This one is called Who Was Phone?
Who was phone?
Who was phone?
Okay.
Marcy, Betsy. Hi. I sure am glad to send you my story. I was trying to send it as a voice recording, but I just talked too much and it was deaf over 5 minutes long.
Okay.
Believe me, I practiced. Oh. Honestly, I much prefer when you guys read because you go on silly tangents that make me laugh so hard. I've never laughed out loud so much at a podcast, so thank you for that. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. I have been on the fence about sending the one and only thing that's happened directly to me, but you were asking for more stories, so why not? Ask and you shall receive.
Hell yeah.
Okay, here we go. When I was a sophomore in high school, somewhere around 2007, I was dating my first girlfriend. We'll call her Shelly. Shelly lived with her dad, who was a recovering alcoholic, and he had been sober for at least a decade by the time we had started dating. They had just moved into a slightly remodeled historic home, and by slightly remodeled, I mean it was one of those good bones houses. There was fresh paint, new floors, and a remodeled kitchen with new appliances, but you could tell it was still an older home, complete with all the charm and possible ghosts.
Yes.
Here we go. I totally know those houses where you're like, yeah, but also it's like creaking pretty bad, like.
Yeah, you're like, it looks good, but you could tell it wants to fall apart.
Yes. Okay. Shelly and her dad rarely used the front door for access to the home. The parking was round back, so we'd all just go through the back door, where you'd immediately enter into the mudroom, which was connected to the kitchen, and hanging in the space that connects the two rooms was the landline phone. Spooky.
Landlines.
Landline. Spooky. Now, the mudroom always gave me a funny feeling.
Titty line.
But I never called attention to it because I couldn't really explain what the feeling was. I just remember when walking into the mudroom, I was only focused on getting to the kitchen, which felt like a relief. Okay. You guys remember cell phones back around 2007. I think the Razor had just come out, but I had one. Yes, I wanted a Razor so bad. But I had one of those gray Nokia brick phones with the blue light and retractable antenna.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh, I remember I spent so much money buying like ringtones and shit, and of course they were like my parents were paying for it, and they're like, quit buying Christmas ringtones, Betsy. And I'm like, but it's so fun getting jingle bells at Christmas time.
Oh my God, I remember doing that.
I spent so much money on dumb cell phone stuff.
That's so funny.
Though it doesn't really matter what kind of phone I had because I was grounded so often I barely got to use it. So one weekend that I was deaf grounded, I decided to sneak a call to Shelly and see what she was up to.
That's so funny to call basically like your dad's girlfriend. Like that's who you're like, right? Was it her?
No, that's their girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Is Shelly.
Okay.
Who lives with her dad.
Got it.
Yes. Yes.
Shelly lives with Shelly's dad. Okay.
Yes.
For some reason,
Yes.
I thought Shelly was dad's girlfriend. Okay, that makes more sense. That's okay.
How funny to be like, I gotta call dad's girlfriend. I'm grounded, but I gotta sneak a call to Shelly, my dad's girlfriend. Okay. So I had to use my cell phone instead of the house phone because I could delete call information on my device, and I didn't want my mom to pick up the house phone and catch me on the line or look at the last number dialed out.
Smart.
Very smart. I'm kind of like, hey, parents, take away the cell phone.
Yes. What are they thinking?
What were your parents thinking?
They knew. They just didn't care.
They
like,
knew.
what's being grounded if it's not taking the phone away?
Yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, especially if they're like, don't call from this phone.
Also, it will show up
keep your
on the
cell
bill.
phone.
Like when the bill comes, it's itemized and it'll show
Yeah.
that. Anyway, sorry, Asher.
Anyway. So I waited till my parents were out of sight, turned on my phone, and made the call. The phone didn't ring. As soon as I dialed her house number, I put the phone up to my ear and heard a man say, hello. I was immediately shook. I didn't hear a single ring on my side, and yet I was immediately connected to someone's voice I didn't recognize.
Yeah.
For some reason, I felt nervous, but I was able to play it cool and ask, hey, is Shelly there? The man said no. And by then I felt panicked and my heart was racing. I blurted out, okay, tell her I called, bye, and hung up quickly. Oh, I'm sorry. There's a lot of construction going on around me, but I think my mic won't pick it up.
hear
You don't hear it?
No.
Okay, great. Okay, great. There's a lot of zzz noises. I'm pretty sure.
Or it's a
Not in
ghost.
my head. Ooh. Okay. Hung up quickly. I felt so weird, but I was able to calm down because I reminded myself that sometimes Shelly's dad would let guys who were down on their luck in the program stay in the spare bedroom for a few days while they were transitioning to a permanent place.
Oh.
I told myself that's who it was, and it was just a coincidence that the phone didn't ring. Maybe the guy was going to make a phone call at the exact same time I was calling in, and the lines got crossed. I remember that happening with friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes, where it was just like, whoa, I was going to call you. I was going to call you,
Yeah,
man.
just some like, oh, 6 cents.
Yeah, cool, man. Needless to say, it still freaked me out so much I didn't even try to call her back all week. When Monday rolled around, I was able to get in touch with Shelly and we were catching up, and I asked her if her dad's friend had told her that I called the house. She said she was alone in the house all weekend. Her dad was out of town and no one was staying with them.
Whoa.
She said she never heard the house phone ring and was mostly sleeping, watching TV, or doing art projects. I was stunned. I told her what happened, and she told me something to the extent of, oh yeah, that is weird. Honestly, I've felt something around the washroom. It's probably because that's where the owner of the house died.
What?
Died? He what? I almost fainted at the thought of speaking to a ghost and honestly felt a little betrayed. She didn't tell me that someone had died in the house that I had been spending so much time in. To make matters worse, she followed up that news by telling me she keeps a pack of bottled water in her room now because one night she woke up to get a glass of water from the kitchen, and while returning to her room, she heard a second set of footsteps behind her follow her back to her room.
No.
Ew. That is so sad.
No, I know.
To keep bottled water in your room because you're too scared because there's a ghost following you.
I know.
Come on.
Also, I was like, is that something I would not tell every single person all day long? I don't know. Maybe I would just be like, oh, but that's just me being a fraidy cat. But
That somebody died in your house, or
Well-
that somebody followed you.
I would be like, oh, every time that someone would be like, I'm thirsty, I'd be like, you know what? When I'm thirsty, I keep a bottle of water in my room because
Right,
a ghost
I
followed
feel-
me.
And I feel I would be like, dude, the owner died in this mud room.
Anytime someone talked about rooms, owners,
Mud,
men, death,
Men, houses, every
floor,
phone.
ceilings, walls,
And yes, because those are in houses.
Yes.
Anytime I'd be like, dude, the owner died.
all relevant and pertinent.
Yes. Because I mean, you gotta think about it every time you walk through that mud room. Right?
Absolutely.
If you're having bottles of water in your room so you don't have to go to the kitchen, you absolutely think that every time you're taking your shoes off.
You think about it constantly.
Yes.
Ugh.
Okay. I didn't want to believe it. The next time I saw her dad, I asked if anyone had died in the house, and he confirmed it and said, yes, in the mudroom. Me and Shelley both told him our experiences, mine with the phone, hers with the footsteps, but he thought we were just being silly kids and it was nothing to worry about. We broke up not too long after that, so I don't have any more info or updated haunts, but I'd love to hear your theories. I've told I'm so sorry, I missed a word. I've told this to one of my friends who is absolutely certain ghosts are not real, and she's tried to convince me that since it was a landline I called and the house is old, it could have been a line crossed with the neighboring house. I don't know about all that now. I'm curious to what you guys think. Sorry this story is longer than it is scary. Anyways, take care, and thanks for reading, Asher. P.S. I found you two amazing ladies from listening to Too Scary Didn't Watch. It's a great podcast.
Very fun podcast.
Very fun podcast. Everybody check it out. And have since become a huge fan of you both, keeping up with all your projects. And since you're both friends with Sammy from Too Scared Didn't Watch, do me a solid and tell her I said, what's up?
You
got it. You got it.
I'll
I'll go to Sammy and go, what's up? What's up? Wow. I think it's ghosts.
I
think it's ghosts.
There's always the possibility that you misdialed, but if it's the old timey phone and you're looking, you can kind of press the last called, right? So
True.
But then
True.
being too scared that you're bringing bottles of water, that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing.
Whole different.
And just constantly being like, this mud room is weird. And
Yeah.
it's giving me weird vibes. And it's where the phone is. Something's up, dude.
Yeah. Ew.
Nasty.
Ugh.
Nasty.
And everybody knew. Everybody knew it was haunted. They all
Everybody knew.
Everyone knew. They were all
dude.
talking about it.
I feel that should have been like the first thing Shelley told Asher was like, and just so you know, the owner of the house died in the mud room.
Yeah. Just FYI, when you have people over, you tell them all the scariest parts of your house first, right?
Oh yeah. I'm like, just heads up, the bathroom has seen a lot.
Yeah. It's, let's just say it's had some bombs going off in there.
Let's just say it's had some natural disasters occur.
Let's just say there's a weapon of mass destruction in my pants. And it's my butthole. It is my butthole.
It's my butthole. It's my butthole. My butthole. It's yeah.
It is certainly my butthole. Well, is that a good segue to this story? That subject line is almost shat my pants.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
It did felt right. Felt really right.
And there's no coincidences in this world, dude.
Look, everything is a divine choreographed dance.
Yes. Ooh, I'm excited.
Okay.
Wait,
Hey,
what is it? Almost shit my pants?
almost shat my pants.
Almost shat my pants. Okay.
Past tense.
Okay.
Hey, Betsy and Marcy. This is my favorite podcast, and you guys are wonderful. Oh, thank you.
Ooh, oh, man, that's nice.
That's very nice. Your favorite of all of them? There's so many. That's so nice.
That's so nice.
So, to jump into it, I have always believed in ghosts and have had a few of my own experiences, which I'll detail later. But I feel like I need to begin with where I got my love of the paranormal from, my mom.
Yes.
See, my mom was born and raised in a haunted house in Buffalo, and my entire family has stories from this house.
Fun that everybody's like, yeah, man, this happened. Let's go.
We're all on board. Swear to God, it is true. To set the scene, the top floor was where my mom and her siblings had their bedrooms when they were growing up. At the end of the hallway was the bathroom. At the other end of the hallway was the room her two younger brothers slept in, and she and her sister shared a room in the middle of the hallway.
Nice.
I feel like I just all of a sudden got so stuffy, like a stuffy.
Oh no! You sound great.
Thank you.
On this side, yeah.
Good. My mom's favorite story of this house is from when she was around 13 or 14. This one night when she was getting ready for bed in her room, she went to the bathroom, but as she headed to the door of her room, she caught a bit of a movement in what looked like a little boy in blue pajamas passing her doorway toward the bathroom.
Sick.
She assumed it was one of her brothers because the bathroom light turns on and then she hears the bathroom door close. She waits and waits and waits for him to come out, but after about half an hour, she goes to knock on the door. No answer. She knocks a few more times, and when she doesn't get an answer, she opens the door, and the room is empty except for some blue pajamas laying on the floor.
Wait, what? No.
What?
Oh, that just fucked me up. Wait, what?
She insists she saw a boy, saw the light turn on, and heard the door close, and she was waiting the whole time, and nothing left the bathroom. Like she was camped out. She had to piss.
Hey, I've done that before.
Me too.
Or where you're like kind of pacing because you're like, I'm like,
nothing is worse. Nothing is worse than being like, oh God, I gotta get in there. What's my other option?
And your body's like, I know we're close to a bathroom, so let's go. And you're like, we can't yet. We cannot yet.
No, if you do it now, you'll never stop.
What?
Oh boy.
What?
And the actual pajamas being there is what's
that is so scary.
Yeah. My other favorite story was from my great grandma who would visit my grandparents at that house when my mom was growing up. My great grandma would sleep on the couch on the first floor when she visited, and why didn't give her a bed? You guys, this is a great grandma.
That is funny of great grandma being like, you're on the couch, great grandma. Maybe she preferred it.
She was just a grandma back then, you know.
True. And maybe she's like, dude, let me just hang out.
Yeah.
Watch TV.
I'm not trying to get up in your bed. Let me hang out.
I don't need to sleep in any little kid bed or anything.
No. Excuse me. So one night she was sitting up reading a book before bed and she heard little footsteps starting to come down the staircase. She put her book down and looked, thinking it was my mom or one of the other kids, but she didn't see anyone. She heard footsteps go all the way down the stairs, and even though she had a full view of the staircase, she saw nothing.
Oh, no.
She heard the footsteps walk from the stairs over to the couch she was sitting on, but still saw nothing. As she was sitting looking for something to explain the footsteps, she heard them stop at the back of the couch where she sat, and she swears on everything good in this world that she saw a handprint form on the back of the couch next to her.
No, we're going.
No, we're going. We got to leave.
You've been very rude to Sandra. We're going. That's awful.
A hand? Nasty.
I don't need to see that, man.
Great grandma. She's like, why did I agree to sleep on this couch?
Shit, I should have had a bed.
I knew I should have been respected more than this and gotten a bed.
Yes. Whoa.
When my oldest brother was born, he was raised for a time in that house. When he was finally old enough to be left alone in the house for a short time, 10 to 11 years old, my mom went to run a quick errand, and while he has refused to ever say what it was, something in that house scared him so bad that he ran 2 miles over to my aunt's house to wait to get picked up and refused to be left in the house again.
Oh my God.
Sadly, a few months after I was born, they moved out of the state and I never got to see that house. It seems like that might be good, though.
I think that's a plus. Ugh.
But I've had plenty of my own stories. To keep this email short, or as short as possible, I'm going to keep it to my two favorite of my stories. Okay.
Yes.
Both of these stories happened at the time I was doing a semester abroad. Ooh, I always wanted to do that.
Oh, yeah.
The first story happened when the group I went abroad with went on a trip to Berlin and stayed in a hostel in the city. The room was set up with 3 bunk beds. One bunk bed was against the wall and the 2 other along the opposite wall, the foot of one of the head of the other. Okay, like a kind of, like a T?
Okay.
Like a little T? Yeah.
Yes, okay.
The foot of one, the head of the other. That makes sense, right? Yeah. I was sharing the room with 3 other girls and they all claimed the top bunks. So I was alone on the bottom bunks. Bitches. Who wants to climb?
Yeah, come on.
I was sleeping on the bunk, so my head was at the wall and my feet was at the head of the other empty bunk. Fair, okay.
Yes, okay.
So we all settled in for the night. I'm chilling on my phone, relaxing after a long day of exploring the city when I look at the empty bunk at my feet. It looked dark, not just nighttime dark, but pitch black. We were in a city and light was coming in through the windows and I could see into the bathroom across to every corner of the room. And so while it was a dark room, there was still enough light to see everything that the bunk, but that bunk was stark pitch blackness.
What?
I started to get a funny feeling.
Titty line. 2 titty lines in one episode.
Magic.
Wow, I mean, 2 titties.
2 titties.
2 titties.
They come in pairs. They come in pairs, hopefully, or whatever happens is all natural. Whatever.
Some animals, they come in like baker's dozen.
13. That's a baker's dozen.
A baker's dozen. Yeah.
Okay. Tried to shake it off and go back on my phone. After a few minutes, I started feeling movement on the bunk.
No.
Now, these are bunk beds, so if someone in one bed moves, the others can feel it. And the girls in the top bunks had moved throughout the night, and I felt them and could tell the movement was not coming from them, but from somewhere near my feet.
Ew.
So I started freaking out, and I look again at the darkness past my feet, and I swear I started to see the darkness move like someone was crawling around there.
No.
And as I'm looking, trying to figure out what is happening, I feel something crawl out of the bed at my feet and into bed with me.
No, this is awful. This is awful. I hate this.
God.
I hate this so much.
Oh my God.
I hate this so much.
Oh my God. I didn't see anything, but I could feel the mattress under me shift and dent as if someone was crawling over me. Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh no. Oh, I already felt lightheaded. I don't need this.
Oh no.
I don't need this.
Oh no, you just gave Marcy COVID again.
You gave me COVID 2.0.
Spooky.
You gave me COVID 22. No. I really started to freak out, but didn't want to embarrass myself in front of the other girls, so I jumped out of bed and went to the bathroom. I did some deep breathing and calmed myself down, and after about 10 minutes, walked back to bed, closed my eyes, and forced myself to ignore everything and go to sleep.
Wow.
The next morning, we got up and went down for breakfast, and the girl who was in the bunk above me asked if anyone had anything weird happen. I didn't say anything, but she continued saying that she was sitting on her phone before going to bed to sleep. Before going to sleep, and she felt and heard and saw me get up and go to the bathroom. She said that she thought she had dozed off or something because she felt me move in the bed below her, but she didn't remember me coming out of the bathroom. But I was definitely moving around down there, so she put her phone down, figuring she was so tired she had drifted off. But then I came out of the bathroom, and she had no idea what had been moving around in the bottom bed.
What?
Whoa.
How wild that they like go together.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh.
Nasty.
Wait, did they tell her?
It doesn't say.
Come on, you gotta then be like, okay, listen, something crawled into bed with me.
I assume they did, but I don't know. I hope. God, I hope
they
so.
did. Oh my goodness.
Okay, so my final story isn't much, but holy frick, did it scare me at the time.
Wow.
So I was in a very, very rural Ireland.
Nailed it.
I was in very, very rural Ireland, like less
Rural Ireland.
rural Ireland, like less than 100 people in the entire town.
Wow.
I'd stayed late and had just finished a project in the studio. It was 1 a.m. and I was walking back to the house and it was dark.
Ugh.
You could not see beyond the small circle of the flashlight. The walk was about 1.5 miles, again, in the pitch black countryside. Absolutely no.
No way, dude. No way.
No.
I
would be too scared that a cow would come get me or something.
That's what I was thinking of. Just like, what if just like a bunch of sheep were
Did you see the video
running around
of a bunch of cows going after a fugitive? Like they have like heat, like it's like the thermal camera imaging of like a guy being chased by police, but like he's running through a field. So like, and then all these cows start running after him and herded him basically back to the road to get picked up by police.
That makes me, I did not see that. That makes me so happy.
Those cows are bootlickers.
Wow. I gotta see that video.
I'll
That's
see if I can
funny.
find it. Yeah, I'm about halfway to the house when again I get a funny feeling that I should turn around. 3 of them now. And then they come in threes. That I should turn around. That something was behind me. I didn't hear anything and forced myself not to turn around because I was scared. And if I turned around, I was just going to freak myself out more. But after a few more steps, the feeling I needed to turn around got unbearable. So I just peeked over my shoulder. What I saw stopped me instantly. There was a floating orb of light about the size of a golf ball bouncing toward me around 6 feet in the air. And it was getting bigger and bigger. Oh no.
Oh no.
There was nothing but darkness around it. I was so confused and scared. All I could do was look at this weird floating thing as it came closer. My mind ran through all the possibilities. Alien, ghost, a monster out of Irish folk tales.
Hey.
All I can hear is my heart pounding in my chest, and I just stood there as this thing bounced towards me in the air, and it was getting closer and closer. It wasn't until the jogger was about a foot away from me that I could see him, and he apologized for scaring me.
That's so funny.
As he and his headlamp ran by me. Oh my God. I can tell you
so funny
that I've never breathed such a sigh of relief in my life as when it was just a dude out on a run. Oh my God. At 1 a.m. What a freak.
That's wild. Wow, that's so funny.
It wasn't until I got to the house and called my mom and told her my scary story that made me a little afraid again, because she wondered why a random guy with a headlamp would be out running in the Irish rural countryside.
Fair enough.
I hope you get a kick out of my stories. I have plenty of others I could send, but I thought I'd start with my favorites. Thanks for the podcast. Love you both, Melissa.
Wow,
Melissa. Oh my God.
Whoa, dude. Wow.
That's wild.
That's so funny. That's because that is so scary.
I know.
And especially, a human that's scary.
Absolutely.
Like, why are you going on a jog?
At 1 a.m. Like, what's your life?
1 a.m.
What?
Yeah.
Maybe he likes to get real, like, shit-ass drunk and then go for a jog.
That's true.
Maybe.
That's true.
maybe he's
Maybe.
a marathon runner and he'd started in the afternoon and wasn't finished yet.
Yeah, and he's like, damn it, I started a little bit too late.
Oh, I hate when this happens.
Yeah, shoot, I keep doing this.
I hate when
earlier.
when I'm doing a 5-hour run and I don't start it till 8 p.m. I hate that.
I hate that. Now all my friends are like, just either start earlier or just then run for 1 hour. But no, I run for 5 hours.
I have to. It's because I take 5-hour energy. Honestly, that's the only reason why.
Yes,
I take
so
it.
I have to run off every hour.
You know what's really funny? Maybe this is why I did not know I was sick on Friday morning when I went to the gym, because I saw a TikTok about this guy who took a pre-workout. Like,
What's a pre-workout?
It's this powder that you put in water and you drink it, and it's supposed to like give you energy before a workout. And mostly it's just like so much caffeine, much caffeine.
Right. Okay.
So I took a pre-workout because I was like, let's just see what happens.
Yes.
And then my gym is downtown, so it's a little bit of a drive. Not too terrible, but
Yeah.
like halfway to the gym, I noticed first that my eyebrows feel tingly.
Oh my God.
And then my ears are like tingling and burning, and then my like chest and my whole face and head, like, and I was like, oh my God, am I having an allergic reaction? But I was like on the freeway, so I couldn't stop.
Right.
So I was just like, I think I'm having an allergic reaction. And like my hands were a little tingly too and burning.
Whoa.
But then when I would touch my ears, like it would feel better immediately, and they didn't feel hot to the touch. So I was like, what is going on?
What?
So when I get to the gym, I like Googled, does pre-workout make you feel like you're burning and tingling? And it does. Apparently it does. So
Whoa, that's wild. Did it help you with your workout?
I guess if I had COVID and then got through a whole training session with only
so.
complaining a little bit, yeah, I guess so. It made me not realize I had COVID for a good 6 more hours. So
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
honestly, not good, not great for everyone I came in contact with. So
Wow, pre-workout. I've never heard of that.
yeah, let me tell you,
I'm scared of it.
not sure I'm going to try it again, even though it was a very expensive purchase.
Oh God. Is it like a powder? Like
Yeah.
you have a big thing and you just put it in the powder?
It is powder. You put it in water.
It is powder. You put it in water. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
You don't just snort it.
No, well, that's what I did, and that's why it
Weird.
burned so much.
And I snorted it. I shoved it in my ears. I shoved it in my eyes.
It was funny that my eyebrows were what hurt first.
That's so weird, dude.
And then it went away like within like another, like it lasted maybe 15, 20 minutes
Well,
tops.
did you feel like, oh my God, I have energy, dude?
No, but you know, like that night whenever I was feeling, because we were supposed to have a show,
Yes.
and I had a coffee after I worked out, and then, so I was just like I was like, I don't feel great, but I made like a Instagram story, but I was like, I also don't feel like so jacked up from caffeine today.
Yes. Yeah. Whoa.
So not great, but also amazing.
But I'm never gonna die. Yeah.
So I
Wow.
guess, you know, if you are sick with COVID, can't recommend enough to have 400 milligrams of caffeine.
That's wild.
Too much. It was too much.
That's too much. Like Red Bull has like 80.
Yeah, the pre-workout's got 200. It's a lot. It's too much.
That's wild.
Guys, if it's going to kill me, let me know. I probably don't want to take it again anyway, though.
I feel after that, yeah, you're like, I don't need
I
to.
don't know.
I don't need
I'm
to.
honestly not that kind of like, I'm not like a bodybuilder. I don't really
Right,
need it.
right.
I'm mostly just doing a lot of like planking and like squats and stuff.
Nice. Yeah. Wow.
Well, that's been our Christmas pre-workout.
Yes. Our Christmas pre-workout. I like pounding a bunch of eggnog before I work out.
Boy, yeah, you're cruising for a butt bruising.
Yeah, big time. I've been meaning to buy like oat milk eggnog.
Oh, yeah.
Or something. I want to try that.
Silk.
Because I do
there's-
like eggnog.
Yeah, there's silk eggnog, which is, I think, I think they
Silk eggnog. Have
Yeah.
you had it? Is it pretty good?
Yeah, it's good. They have a lot of brands are good. Yeah, a lot of non-dairy.
I'm gonna go find some because I do like it.
Me too.
And I do like it when it's dairy, but it is like, okay,
Wow.
bye, dude.
I think
One little glass, and I'm like, I will see y'all in 45 minutes.
Yeah. I think oat milk is great because, and this is a gross way to describe it, but it's viscous. So it has a thicker consistency like
milk.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
I think it is at least. But it also sounds, viscous I think sounds gross.
Yeah.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yeah.
yum, 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 yum.
It also sounds like a part of your knee that tears, like the meniscus.
Yeah, meniscus. Yeah. Viscous,
yeah.
The viscosity
my
of it.
viscus
Yeah.
just tore. Shit.
Oh shit, man. Well, you guys are hearing
We
this
did it.
before Christmas, so when you go home, I expect everyone to ask their family members about scary ghost
Marcy.
stories and
Yes.
do.
Do.
Then send them to us, guys.
Yes, please. We love hearing them.
Yeah.
So much.
More, please, more.
More. Do you remember an Oliver Twist?
More. Can I have some more?
Oliver. Never before has a boy wanted more. Do you remember that musical? No.
Hell yeah, man. Oliver.
No, Oliver. Yeah, dude.
Anyways,
Anyways,
guys, happy holidays. Stay safe.
holidays. Yay! Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a headgum podcast.